Welcome, welcome to the channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity. Here to bring you a collective energy reading. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell so you're notified every time I come on. I hope everybody's doing awesome. Enjoying this Saturday night. I know I am. I know I am. I got a nice song in my head. Be what I wanna be. I work hard. Da, 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 da. Y'all know that song. All right, y'all. Spirit, give me a message for my collective. What they need to know? That is twin flame soulmate connection. Peace, 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 peace. What up, sis? What's going on? One at a time. Give y'all my hands tonight. Ralph, you rich bitch. As Dave Chappelle would say, I'm rich, bitch. One at a time. Ooh, the silence. This is star energy. Somebody's in their head. Ooh. I just gotta chill. So somebody's in their head, in deep contemplation, hopeful about the next move, emotional about the next move with that moon energy also in that card. Tell me more. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh, somebody's in heartbreak. Tell me more. Three of Swords energy. Tell me more. So if this is your person, y'all, they were hopeful in the past energy, heartbreaking over the current energy. So you got, left. Oops, so my goodness. Well, they missed the Ten of Cups energy. They missed the harmony. They missed the peace. They missed the love. They missed the love between you. I need to adjust this light. They missed the love between you. That's the Ten of Cups here. Hey, Carmen. Existence. This is magician energy. This is an ace. So somebody's really in their head. So what I'm getting is that somebody is going out in nature, or they're going out at night and they're looking at stars, they're looking at the moon. Somebody also could be just looking at the horoscopes and could be doing what they call that, a synastry between you and them, like trying to understand. I'm getting how they're trying to unpack what this relationship is, what it really means, how you impact them, how they impact you. I feel like somebody is searching for answers. In the meantime, though, in the current energy, they're a bit heartbroken. Maybe they just don't know why this is not working, how they can't get it back together. This is not somebody, I would say, that the way that they're in their head is not giving somebody hurting you. This is somebody hurt that's actually hurt, right? So maybe not somebody that did you dirty. I mean, they could have. I'm not going to say they did. But it's giving somebody that's hurting, more like somebody in avoidant energy, quiet, pensive. Maybe somebody that's a ghoster, but more so retreating to gain control over their heart. Not somebody who retreated with the intention of hurting you. It's more of this person in their head. and maybe heartbroken. You could have put up boundaries with somebody, right? Because if they did play some games, it was more than enough for you, so you backed off. Tell me more. Remember, every story ain't the same. Tell me more, Spirit. There we go. Yeah, new vision. Somebody's struggling to see things differently. It could be their own problems, their own issues. May not necessarily be you that they're struggling to see. With a new vision, it's giving hangman energy. But somebody's emerging with a different thought, and it's a challenge to do so. Tell me more. Or that's part of their lesson. Yeah, compromise. So the likely outcome is somebody wants to settle and compromise. Somebody wants to work together. This is given twin energy. So it could be a twin flame. And every twin flame is not romantic. Some aren't. Some are different types of relationships. They don't have to be romantic. They can be, what's the other word? Platonic. Or they could be familiar, meaning family. So take it how it resonates. Bottom of the deck. And there's some restrictions here. This is Queen of Swords energy, morality. There's some restrictions. This person might be restricted from you. Could have been your standards. You know, your requirements, your standards, your non-negotiables. They can't get past that right now. They can want to compromise all they want, but they can't get past whatever standards that you have. Thank you for coming to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment in the comment section or the chat. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. And also, make sure you ring that bell so you're notified anytime I come on. Once again, I appreciate you coming. All right. You know, and to subscribe, like, and or share is an energetic donation to the channel. So it's definitely appreciated. Thank you in advance. Tell me more. Yeah. What up, Spirit said, what I'm saying is the truth, consciousness. You stay on somebody's mind. This is Ace of Swords energy. You're staying on somebody's mind. Okay, that's what the silence is about. This person is always in, Spirit said always, in some contemplative energy. So this could be an air sign with the Swords energy, but this is somebody in their head thinking of you. Like in deep, deep, deep thought. Like you stay, if like, you know, if thoughts ran like a TV screen on your forehead, you would always be on the picture. You know what I mean? Like you'd be always on the tube, so to speak. Tell me more, Spirit. Thank you, Black Cherry. Tell me more, Spirit. One at a time. Alright. Nope. Temperance energy, but I want to take one at a time. Please, thank you, Spirit. Alright, so we get stubborn energy. Cards are not sticking, but they're not coming out by themselves. Oh, letting go. You know, somebody could be in their feelings because you let them go. You walked away. Again, they are blocked by your standards, right? This person can't come towards you. They can't be in your life. You have walked away. You have let go. It is breaking their heart. Three of Swords energy. You have chosen you, right? And that is something painful for this person. Maybe they didn't expect it, want it. They definitely didn't want it, but it's like, I don't think it was something that they were ready to accept about the relationship between the two of y'all. Tell me more. Make sure you smash that like button. I could tell if y'all did, you know what I'm saying? I can't see it always, but I could tell if y'all did. By the time we get off this live, I know. I know who's lurking. I'm just kidding. I don't. They don't let you know no more. But just like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Two of Wands. So this person is, you know, Two of Wands gives me, I'm looking out the front door by, I think it's Far Side, but they really are contemplating leaving where they are. And this is possibly that letting go, that Eight of Cups is possibly them having to break up what they got going on. You know, this is somebody maybe in an impossible love situation, something that's just not working out. It has hurt them, it has broken their heart. And now they're looking at the possibility like, what's next? Especially with this magician energy here and the contemplative energy of both the star and this magician card in this particular deck. It's like maybe they're busy during the day, but when they are like at night, maybe in the sleeping hour, either they're outside looking at the stars thinking of you, or they're just in deep contemplation period when it comes to you. And I feel like this person is leaving a bad situation, excuse me, but let go. They're letting go of something, they're moving. Yeah, people, yeah, that's crazy. Like, who's running after you? No. No, we're not doing that. 0% chance we're doing that. You'll get blocked. Classy block for the classless. Yeah. See? And this is the challenge of the lesson. Them getting their curse. So this person is constantly in fear. They might have a fear, shame. So this person might have a pride and an ego issue. Okay? They stay in fear and shame, regret energy. Spirit is saying they need to work on themselves, conquer that fear, whatever that is, wherever that comes from. They need to investigate the origin of that fear so that they can get their strength together. Because this is like the Cowardly Lion and the Wiz or the Wizard of Oz. You know, somebody who needs to get a heart to stand up for themselves. And I don't think they do it. At least they don't do it well. Oops. Tell me more. Yes, classy block for the classless. Okay. So this person really wants to stand up into this masculine energy, this masculine role. This is Emperor energy, rebel. They really do need to rebel on whatever they got going on. I would think this person is younger than you. They don't have to be much younger than you, but they may be younger. If they could be an hour to a day later than you, they're younger than you. But whatever the case may be, somebody is now, and if they're not, let me put it this way, if they're not younger than they're just more immature. And this is somebody breaking into their maturity is what I'm getting. Learning how to compromise. I feel like this is somebody having an ego death because they're realizing that it's not me for me all the time. This might be somebody coming out of survival mode. And when you come out of survival mode, you start to recognize that other people have feelings too. And it's not all about what you want and how you see it and how you contemplate this and contemplate that, right? Somebody might be stepping into some empathy if they realize they have to compromise. That means they got to share. They got to learn how to play in the sandbox together. They can't just be all about themselves. I keep doing it. Bottom of the deck. Yeah. This is Page of Swords energy. So, overall energy, you were in this Queen of Swords energy with the morality here. And this person, what I say, they might be younger than you, right? Or they may just be very immature. This person know what they want. Okay? This person is, they could have mental challenges. They could be very confused or angry about life, about the choices that they made, different things about life, about what they want out of life. Spirit is saying this person is very like challenged, like they're not how can I put this? You know, like you could say something to them and you think that they got it, but then the way they react or behave, you know that they didn't get it. Like you could have a conversation with them and they probably sound rational, and then they go and do something irrational. Like this person's not dealing with a rational mind. They could appear to, they may talk like it, but is something missing is what I'm getting. There's something not connecting, the spirit is saying. So whereas you, okay. So whereas you put down your rules, your non-negotiable, your boundaries, this person don't understand none of that. Okay, so they might yes you, yeah, okay, just to get an opportunity to cross your boundaries because they don't believe in boundaries. Wherever they came from, they didn't have boundaries, and they feel like there shouldn't be no boundaries with you either. Okay, but that's part of the immaturity. Spirit said they're heading toward a more mature state. Currently, though, they're in this messed up mentality with the mind. Yep, me, girl. Remember I told you about that young child? He's so confused. He is so confused. And yes, everything is me. He thinks he's charming and cute. I told him, I said, you happy birthday. But bruh, when you hit 18, they gonna forget all about that cuteness. And every adult in your life is going to be like, okay, what you doing with your life? All that, throwing you money and treating you like a child goes out the window. Something about that magical 1-8, people forget you still a kid and they start treating you accordingly. All of a sudden you become the adult you weren't ready to be. You know? Definitely air sign energy, y'all. Air sign and even fire. But this is the Page of Swords and the Page of the Queen of Swords. We got the Three of Swords. So right now it's giving a lot more sword and water energy here. Even the Ace of Swords is here. But the arrogance, it's giving like it's definitely giving a know-it-all. I got all the answers. I got all the solutions. You know what I mean? They got an answer for every problem. Every problem has a, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they don't have the answers. You get what I'm saying? Tell me more. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Remember I said this person could be younger than you. So it's also giving, okay, maybe this person is a child. That or that much younger than you. You could be their guardian. They could be your child, or they could be a niece or nephew. I don't know, but this person is very immature or very young. Okay, because they got a lot of growing up to do to get to this Empress stage, and wow, I feel like they just make the effort. Look, more children on here. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. This person is guided to do an 8 of Cups. I think the 8 of Cups is wherever they are and then coming towards you. So if they want it, they have to make the effort. They also have to break down your walls, but the only way to break down your walls is to come with equipped. How do I put this? Equipped to negotiate with the compromise here with the 6 of Coins. They really need to be able to demonstrate that they can comply with your non-negotiables, or whatever they have to offer complies with your non-negotiables. Okay, so whatever you said, hey, I can't deal with this immaturity no more. You got to step it up. You got to blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? This person would have to have been working on themselves and then be able to show you that they have, like, proof. It got to be proof. I don't see you reconnecting with somebody. I also, really, it's not even you. I'm getting that this person would be blocked from you if they aren't ready. If you said what you said, it's like the universe heard you, and the universe is like, hold on, like, like a bouncer at a club, you can't come in. Why? Because you ain't got this credential, you ain't got that credential, and it's not money. It's not about materialistic things. It's like you didn't get your mind right. Because the mind is all over the place. You didn't get your heart straight. You didn't even realize you need to compromise, right? This person, like I said, if they were in this me energy, then they're in survival mode. They're in selfishness, right? They're in this pride and this ego. They walk around with shame, so they don't come tell the truth, or they don't come without that mask on. And Spirit is saying, listen, you got to take that mask off so it can match your ID, because we don't know who you are. And you ain't coming next to the collective if you ain't got your stuff together. So guess what? They still waiting at the line at the rope. And the bouncer, your spirit guide, is not letting them near you. Yep. Come to Jesus. You're calling in your soulmate. Listen, well, what's happening with this person is whatever goes on in their life. This is soulmate, twin flame type energy. This person is you've called them in by pulling your energy back, right? Any previous prayers and affirmations and visualizations bring you together, but it's bringing you together with the right person. When you call your energy back, then you leave yourself open for the right one. Okay, if this person wants to be the right one, Spirit already said they have to make more of an effort. If you have pulled your energy back, it's because you are now ready to receive the right person in your life. You have now availability on your schedule. Whereas if this person was in your life playing games and not being real with you, they had you tied up. Spirit said, no, we're going to clear your schedule. And your schedule is only open for those who are worthy, right? That's why I don't feel like this is an ex that can come back that is all about hurting you and care less about what you feel. I feel like this is somebody, if they come back, they coming back more mature. This past energy or this overall energy of this monkey mind type stuff ain't gonna work for you, and you got your guard up. If they not coming to you morally correct, they can't come, and your spirit guys ain't gonna let them. So you ain't gotta worry about that person, if you know what I'm saying. That person that hurt you, that person that never could get right, that's not them. This could be somebody else that's just struggling with it a little bit, going through some heartbreak, but have you on their mind. Okay, but in the meantime, there are boundaries you have in place, maybe with somebody else that did do you wrong, and Spirit said, well, we heard you, right? So if you say you don't want this thing or that thing, they also can't come toward you until they get right. You have to be careful what you say. So you're not asking for somebody to show up. That's not right. Nope. That's not gonna work. Tell me more, Spirit. One at a time. What's the challenge and the lesson? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So, whomever this is in your life now sees you and recognizes you as true love. That is a challenge and a lesson. They got to get past the fear of loving you. Somebody is, how can I put this? They are, they could be lonely, but not lonely. Like, they could be amongst people and lonely, but they know they never find another you. They know that whatever that connection they have with you is like no other. You knew that, but they're now knowing that. Or, and the Spirit saying, in another case scenario, that this is somebody who's recognizing the love within you. So they could be your friend and seeing you as love. Like, you know what I'm saying? This person, either you really love them, or you're just an embodiment of love. that this person is recognizing, like, oh no, this is true love. Like, I never seen nobody come at me like this. I never seen nobody talk to me like this, make me feel like this. You know what I mean? Like that. So somebody they struggling with their mind and their feelings. So mind over head, head over heart, that type of thing. Heart over head. What's the likely outcome? I'm hearing switch a card, but unrequited love. That's why I heard switch a card. As what I heard Spirit say, move that to true, move that over. There's not enough attraction and chemistry to keep this relationship going. This is not. This is where they're coming from. I literally heard switch that card. Wow. I'm glad I obeyed that. So your person is in an unrequited love situation. That's why they can't come towards you too, because Spirit is not going to let them come and waste your time if they're not ready. That's just it. They still lollygagging in a situation that they aren't happy in. Spirit's like, okay, just stay where you are. Don't go nowhere. Don't come near my person. Yeah, very soon. Clearly decide what you want. So yeah, listen, Spirit said if they're not sure, if they're lollygagging in a situation, meaning holding themselves back. We got hangman energy in the same position. So this person is seeing you in a new light, but they haven't made a change in their life or love or home or whatever. They haven't pulled their energy back like you've pulled yours back, right? So it's not about you necessarily, depending on your situation, you take it out, resonate, pulling your love back from them. It's like really pulling your love in, you know what I'm saying, inward, and pouring that cup of love back towards you. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Should be a little subscription box at the bottom. Hit that. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate that because that's an energetic donation to the channel. But you pulling your energy back is like holding on to your Ace of Cups and deciding not to just give it out. You know what I'm saying? You like, if you have overflow, true, you can give out, you'll give the overflow. But if you don't have the overflow to give, Spirit is directing you to hold on to your cup. This person hasn't done that yet. Okay. And then and this could be a new person or a current person, whoever it is that has not pulled their own cup back. Stop giving the things that don't work. That unrequited love. If they haven't done that yet, Spirit is not going to let them get next to you. Just not. That's how it go. Like, your spirit guides that love you and the ones you talk to, the ones you show reference to, you know what I'm saying? They realize that you need that protection. You know, it's given like you are a Queen of Cups energy, maybe even a King of Cups energy, but you're holding on to your emotions because not everyone deserves that energy from you. And it's time that you recognize how precious your love, your time, your attention, and your energy is. And not just, you know what I'm saying, give it away to everybody to the point where you are depleted, but somebody else is full off of what you have. So I feel like some of y'all are learning lessons and boundaries, and it's got you pulling back, and your ancestors and your spirit guides are proud of you for that. And they're like, okay, now we can protect you because you are now more aware of what you should not be dishing out to the world. You know, it's not about the world. It's about you now. And you can compromise with anybody if they're willing to compromise with you. And this person, the likely outcome is for them to get there, but they are not there yet. That time is coming. Tell me more, Spirit. Thank you for coming to the channel, y'all. Appreciate it. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified every time we come on. Appreciate y'all. Tell me more. Yeah, somebody been stuck. They're stuck in a bad situation that they've been immature about. It's time for them to grow up. Something else found. Oh, they got to take accountability for their situation and their actions. You know, sometimes people are, that's where the shame and the pride and that all that stuff go, because people don't want to be called to the carpet. They don't want to take off the mask, and they don't want to be accountable. I hurt you. Oh, I hurt you? Instead of, oh, I'm sorry that I hurt you. How did I do that? How can I correct it? This person ain't ready to do that yet. Mm. They better get ready. Spirit said they got to make an effort, like a strong, ridiculous effort to gain your trust. And Spirit said they cannot gain your trust financially. Even if they think that that's, what you need or want, that's not how you gain trust. They better learn what trust means. I don't know. Maybe they don't come from trust, but whoever it is better learn what trust means. If you don't know, you better find out. Tell me more, Spirit. Orange, sacral chakra. This person is very passionate about you. You inspire this person. It's given like King of Wands energy, Queen of Wands energy. You inspire this person. Like when they get creative, you are their muse. They thinking of you. They making music, they thinking of you. They writing a poem, they thinking of you. They creating an art masterpiece, they thinking of you. You know what I'm saying? They're doing their work. They could be boredom. You still run like a playback in their mind, like a highlight. It's giving Virgo energy, but you are definitely on somebody's heart, and that sacral chakra is their sexual organ. So this person could be extremely attracted to you or very much inspired by you. Take it how it resonates. Tell me more. Or both. Limited time offer, yeah. So when you pull back your energy, I feel like you might have said to this person, I won't be around forever type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time for this or time for that. And if this is a person that you had to pull your energy back, your spirit is not going to allow you to wait for anybody to get it together. Okay, they pulled you they got you to pull your energy back and fill your cup of love so you can heal, right? But not to be waiting on somebody just for them to heal or choose to heal. Because some people, if they think that you're waiting on them, they'll take forever because they feel like, well, they're not going anywhere. Spirit said, nope, it's not that type of party. You will move on and or disappear for this person. You know what I mean? Like they can come back in the same spot looking for you with the expectation you'll be there, and they will have missed the mark. They will have missed the opportunity. You know what I mean? Movies you've seen, romantic movies, or just have a romantic element, right? And one person is like coming back to get them, and the person that's still there, like the grandmother or somebody, they'll say, oh, so-and-so gone, honey. They left. They moved away. And this person is crestfallen because like, how could I have done that? Like, why didn't I? That's where this person's going to end up when it comes to you. Whoever this is, whether it's a new person or your old person, whoever is taking forever with the expectation that you will just be there in the same spot because they feel like you're comfortable or whatever the case may be, or you're waiting on them, they're getting ready to have a rude awakening. Because the way spirit is going to move through your life because you finally pull your energy back, you're going to have opportunity and blessing after blessing. And it may take you halfway across the world. Who knows? All the way across the world. Tell me more, Spirit. And then we got sneaky. That's with that unrequited love. So there's something slick going on with this person and whoever else that they are involved with. You know, like the person they're stuck with, the person that they haven't been able to pull themselves away from, that they, well, I say dilly-dallying, lollygagging, whatever. There's some sneaky lying stuff going on between them and that person or them in that situation. Your person could be sneaky about it, or the person that they're with could be lying to them But there's some dishonesty in there, and that's why this unrequited love is here. Tell me about this true love, Spirit, and likely outcome. Appreciation. So your person appreciates who you are. And Spirit said they love you. But they love and appreciate who you are to them. They recognize the true love that you bring, that you are. I feel like a lot of y'all could love a person like this, or this could be your person that you love, but your standards, your requirements will not allow you, one, to chase them, two, to be open to any foolishness. Again, you are dealing with this situation from a mature standpoint. You're not going to take any sneaky business. And even if they're being sneaky with somebody else, that's, yes, not your business, not your problem, not something you're going to get involved in, right? This person got to sort that sneakiness out. You know, if they got a person that's dishonest with them, you know, they got to deal with that. And if they are the one being dishonest, then they have some things to change, right? All right, so tell me more. Tell me about very soon. Oh, they feel defeated. This person feels blocked. Yeah. This person feels blocked. That's where the defeat comes in. They want to come towards you, but you know, this is giving a real stubborn person that don't want to change, but want to come back to you in the same energy that they may have left you in, or somebody that just wants to rush into a situation with you, but hasn't cleaned up. Again, they haven't taken accountability, hasn't cleaned up the past. Like, you can't move forward with a person until you clean up your past. And I don't think this person has done that. That's why your spirit guides ain't gonna let them near you. You know, they have to break free of their change, literally leave shit the fuck behind. Period. And if they haven't done that, you know, good luck. You know what I'm saying? If you run into this person, it would be a complete and utter surprise, but it won't be a long-term encounter. It would be a passing in the night type thing. Spirit is not going to let this person come into your life, try to settle with you, as long as you are holding your boundaries up. Because Spirit wants you to see the red flags, honor what they are, and not succumb to any physical seduction or like weakness, right? Spirit wants you to hold your station, recognize who and what this person is or isn't in your life, right? For one, if your person has a previous connection and they can't release, then they have no business coming to you, right? Y'all not looking for men and women cheating on their wives, you know what I'm saying? Or just being in bad situations they don't want to leave. Like, you're not looking to take on somebody's headache. And they can't compromise with you in that energy. Period. You know what I'm saying? So somebody has to they got a lot to work on, is what I'm getting. They have a lot to grow on, think about, contemplate, and then take action on, right? So maybe they've been thinking about it for a long time. They need to take action. Make the effort is here. Without effort, there's nothing you can do with this person. Nothing you can do with this situation. Nothing you'd be interested in, to be honest with you. I mean, who does that, right? Who's interested in people that don't be interested in them? Well, people pleasers. But if you're not in that people pleasing energy, that's not going to attract you. A stand-up person, an honest individual, that would be more attractive. Tell me more, Spirit. Hi, Lisa. Nice to meet you. All right, tell me more. Oh, yeah, 2 cards. So in the past energy, this is what you were dealing with. Somebody who was stuck in a situation, like stuck in the mug. They just can't get out. They just, for some reason, they're just, I don't know if this person plays the victim. You know, I can't leave. I'm obligated for this, or they need me for that. Blah, 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 right? This is what this person may have told you in the past. holding on to things that ain't holding on to them, but yet for some reason they feel some sort of obligation. Wow. Well, so in the current energy, they heartbroken because your spirit guides ain't letting them nowhere near you, and that's how it gotta be. Yeah, conclusion. We already got letting go here, clarifying the Three of Swords, which is isolation. So now we got conclusion. Spirit said until they grow up and mature, I don't care how old they are. They could be 54 acting like they 17. Spirit said until they grow up and conclude those things that no longer serve them or would interfere in a relationship with you, right? They Until that happens, they are going to be in that Three of Swords energy. Oh well, not your problem, right? You keep standing on 10. You keep holding on to your boundaries, your self-respect, you know what I'm saying? Your self-worth. That is your job. That is merely your job. So the universe can do the rest. Keep that person at bay until they decide to wisen up, make an effort, change. If they don't want to change, then that means they don't want you. Point blank. Because a person that doesn't want to change will do nothing but take you through it some more. Oh, man. So like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for coming to the channel. Oh. Tomorrow night we do live donation readings if you're interested. There will be pinned comments to explain how it works. We do that on Sunday nights and Thursday nights at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. What did I say? What did I say, Spirit? Keep telling me. They have barriers when it comes to you, and the barriers are them. Their unwillingness to change. They're being stuck, stubborn, obligated, whatever the reason, whether they're the victim, whether it's their pride and ego, whether it's shame and regret, whatever they think it is, it doesn't really matter. Spirit said, okay, that's just adding all the wood and the brick to create the barrier that we need to keep you out of, collective's life. Why? Because you can't come with all that baggage. You know what I'm saying? You want to collapse somewhere, go do it somewhere else. Go get a therapist. You know what I'm saying? Go get a mentor. Go talk to your clergy. Go talk to somebody. But don't come over here trying to talk to the collective, trying to lay down all your burdens. Because you got a lot. This person has a lot. And it's not fair to you. You are supposed to be holding on to your cup and keeping it full. This person will deplete you if they're not ready. Yeah, I know that's right, Lisa. I know that's right. And if they can't handle that, oh well. Spirit is not playing with them. This is, okay, I always say it, y'all. This 2025 year is the year of the 9. Things are changing, and they're going to be permanent changes in place. And if they can't get with the program, it's okay. Spirit will move you right along. Right along. And then that person that you've been holding your cup for because you've been focused on yourself, when they show themselves, you'll know you can give what your overflow, right? You'll know. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, one more. Yep, the answer is no. And then they listen, and this is clarifying sneaky. So I don't know if this person tried to sneak into your life, right? Or this person has a lot of lies connected to whatever they're doing in that stuck situation. But if they don't work out that stuff and get past that, you know what I'm saying? Then they just going to be without you, period. And another person, like I said, if this is a new person, they got some baggage that they got to work out before Spirit will let them say hello. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is not going to let them come into your life on some, let's do it again. No. Because your self-worth is now where it needs to be. That's what Spirit is saying. So the answer will be no. Like, they're going to get their feelings hurt. They come to you with some foolishness. They're going to get, and you will know instantly if it's changed or not changed. And enough time go by, any work been put into themselves? No. And like I said at the beginning of the reading, this is not about money. Now, money could be a factor, but this isn't about money per se. This is about the character of the person. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think, oh, especially masculine energies, they feel like I just go get this fantastic job or run this fantastic business and she just gonna fall all over me. No, she ain't, because you still the same toxic person. All you did was make a few more dollars. That means nothing. Really. Literally nothing. Tell me more, Spirit. There's all kinds of toxic rich people. Tell me more. That haven't been working on themselves and, you know, living in survival mode. Then they get a couple dollars and they transform into a big asshole. And no, that's not what you're looking for. Become more selfish. And not only this, with the compromise in the Aries card, this person has to break free of those toxicities before they can come towards you. Now, if this person values you like the true love they think you are, they will, right? But this is down to a choice. You know what I'm saying? They have to choose. They have to choose vulnerability. To be honest with you, and this is what I feel like this person is struggling with the most. They shame, regret, fear, all of those. They got that in spades. It's that vulnerability that they just like, I can't show love right. I can't stop cheating. Oh, I don't know how to stop lying. They just struggle with it. They just struggle with this person might have been in people pleasing mode majority of their life. So letting that go, the facade, the need for validation from all these people besides you, it weighs heavier than what they believe is love. And honestly, it's really down to what they believe is love. Because I feel like this person, they see true love in you, right? They recognize something. Maybe they can't put their finger on it. It's something different than what they're used to. But then they can't get out of their way. That's where the stuckness comes from. They can't. Tell me more. Lati, hey boo. I didn't see you there. How you doing, lady? How are ya? I got appreciation here. So, what I heard just now is that, oh, they want to communicate. What I also heard Spirit say is that you may end up being somebody's karma, one of their biggest lessons in life, right? Because if they don't choose to get out of their own way, to be vulnerable, to raise their own standards and self-worth, they run the risk of being a nostalgic energy and missing you and thinking about you, but never being able to possess the relationship with you, right? Now, I will say this as the likely outcome in this spread, the compromise is here. The masculine energy turning into the emperor is here, coming from a page, right? The communication is here. The appreciation, and I flipped it over, love is here. And they see you as true love. That is a driving force for someone to come towards you. May not be every person in your life that you've come across, but there is someone that is a driving force. So again, it may be a new person or maybe somebody from the past, but you will know the difference. Like, you won't be confused. They won't be able to play with you. You know what I'm saying? Your mind. You will see, if you see the patterns and the red flags, Spirit said, we already got you. And the thing is, Spirit is knocking down the red flags now, meaning pushing them back like a bouncer at the club. You know what I'm saying? That bouncer that said, your ID is fake. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the credentials. You're not on the list. Whatever the case may be, they're not able to get around them ropes, and they watching other people go in that club and they can't get in because they not coming in the right set of mind. You know what I'm saying? They still in that stuck energy. They still being obligated. They still trying to get validation from others. Whatever it is, it ain't working for you. Yeah, and they're in contemplation energy. Thinking. That's all they do is sitting there and thinking about you. You live rent free in their head. Love, love me to death. But like you said, what is yep. You know, change behavior. Yep. Must be consistent. The other thing is a lot of people, when they get a taste of an earth angel, when they get a taste of love, it's too different from what maybe they've been brought up in or have experienced. So they don't necessarily know what to do with somebody really being genuine with them. They waiting for the bottom to fall out, or they sabotage situations because they assume that it's gonna go bad anyway, right? That's that living in fear. I had a kid like that this summer. She was always fussing. And everybody's like, what is the problem? We kind of give you what you want and you still fussing. And come to find out she had trauma. You know, her dad died. She witnessed it at the age of about, I think, 6 of an overdose. So maybe she was 5. I don't know, but she was between 5 and 6. She is always waiting for the bottom to fall out. So she will create. I mean, we literally watch her try to work up some tears and get frustrated. And it's like, what are you frustrated for? Nobody's against you. You're safe. What do you? What's the problem? I don't want to do. Okay, then don't. Stay right there and don't. Then you give them what they want. They don't want that either. Some people cannot regulate their emotions because they came from a dysfunctional background of people who could not regulate their emotions. They ever observe the people around them, like their parents and their siblings, people who just go off on a dime as soon as something goes wrong, they yelling and screaming like kids having a tantrum? Yeah, this person may have come from those type of backgrounds where either people are very quiet, shut down, and people don't talk about things, or they talk about everything in a loud and ignorant childlike manner. But this child, whoever this child is, because we had children here too. So this person is imbalanced. They are imbalanced. Girl, work on yourself there, but you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Right? So, they might be in contemplation energy because that's what I'm getting. But sometimes people will go into this hermit mode, right? And they will, you know, uh, uh, people tend to go into hermit mode who haven't gotten their emotional needs met, especially as children, right? If they're told that their feelings don't matter, they go be quiet because who's there to talk to? Nobody's listening, right? And people do that. They tend to take that into adulthood. The problem with that is not that there's always a problem, but some of the problem with that is that they're recycling in their mind how they handle it. And sometimes it's just they're quiet and then they come back out the same. Nothing's really changed. They just quiet and they waited for the moment to pass and now they come back out, out of hermit mode, right? But nothing has been worked out. You if you only go by what you think, you will only come out with what you know. Sometimes that's why therapy is important. That's why shadow work is important. That's why good friends that hold you accountable are important. Why? Because you need different perspectives and how to handle stuff. You can't always handle things the same way. That's how we grow. We learn from different sources. We can't just only learn from ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people tend to do that so much that it tends to push people away because it's like you want to take me through a cycle. Now you want to keep repeating and doing the same thing. You just did that. We did that last time, remember? You're like, what? Why you keep doing it? It's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. This person wants to communicate. Now, whether they went to therapy, worked on this, no, I can't really see that yet. But I do see is that they finally recognize who you are. I think this person is going through something where they've taken inventory of the people in their lives and realized, oh, you're true love. Now, how they label anybody else that they've been stuck to, I don't know. But they realize you're that pure love. Nobody else is, it represents the love that you represent. Why? Because you're different. You're different than anything they ever have known. But recognizing it, treating it right, holding it carefully, precious. Like, true love is a precious gift. Like, everybody don't get that. You know what I'm saying? People come into this world and they suffer a lot, and they never get that loving touch. I had another person in my at work, right? And I was just reflecting on him. He's very much like he doesn't want any fussing over him. This is one of my counselors, right? He hurt himself, and we could tell he was late. He's never late. I was 2 seconds from calling him or texting him, and he walked through the door. But he walked with this limp, and we kept saying, "What's wrong?" Nothing, 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 nothing. And I'm like, okay. And so we addressed it the next day, and I'm like, I could clearly see something was wrong with you, but you didn't want to talk about it. And it's okay, but you never know. I could have offered you some arnica gel for your bruises, because I could tell you were hurt. And I was talking to my husband about it, and I'm like, he seems like he grew up around only men. I don't know why I get that from him, but he didn't. It's not. It's like he didn't get the touch of a woman. You know what I'm saying? The love, the nurturing of a woman. And maybe one day he'll find it. And hopefully when he does, he doesn't push it away. Like he kept pushing our concerns away. But some people grow up in unloved situations that all they can do is push it away or destroy it or sabotage it in some way. It's not your job to fix it, though. It's not. You know what I mean? Like, I talk to him, but I can't pin him down and say, here, take this arnica gel and this nurturing, you'll be fine. I can't do that. He don't want it, it's okay. I'm I'm just saying it's here for you if you need it. Get what I'm saying? So some people really don't come from that same place you're coming from. And it's okay to love them from a distance or from afar. Your heart can still think, your mind can still think about them. Your heart can still even yearn for them. But you need to make sure that the clarity of mind that you have does not supersede your common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you clear on who they are, you clear that they need love and all of that, but don't let it supersede your common sense and you start pouring to the point where you got an empty cup. Boundaries. Yep. You right. He could have been, hi Elizabeth. He could have been told, boys don't cry. I don't know what it is, but it is. I kind of want to ask him, but then like I said, he's very private, so I don't pry much. Um, but one thing I will say, because yesterday was the last day of camp. And we give our kids book bags with supplies. So everybody's happy. They get a certificate of recognition. And so do my counselors. And he's one of my counselors. When I called his name, he came up. And I finally saw a little twinkle of a little boy in him. He's 21, I think. I finally saw a little excitement. And I whispered to him, because the gift we got him, he rides a bike every day. So I got him something where he could put his cell phone in his bike, and look down on it and see directions if he needs to, but it's protected from the rain, and he could put something else in there if he wants to. And I said to him, I said, listen, I don't know if this works for your bike in particular, but if it doesn't, you let me know. I'll send it back and we'll exchange. But next thing you know, like, all the kids were up. Everybody was talking excited. I don't know if it was the cupcakes or what. But they was up, blah, 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 blah. And I see him with these directions like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I see. This works. I thought, okay. So he's happy. He was happy. But he was excited in a way that I hadn't seen. He lit up. And I'm like, good. Like, what I want in that environment is everybody to feel loved and to feel nurtured and to feel special and to feel safe, right? And every now again, I get a little tough nut to crack, so they can smile genuinely and feel relaxed. Can you hear me now? You hear me now? Shit. Why is she calling me at 11 freaking? Okay. You can? Okay, good, good, good. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I keep getting a phone call. I don't know why she calling me this time of night, 11:11. She got to wait. Ain't nothing that damn important. Ain't no emergency. They got parents. That's another mentee. They got to wait. I'll call her back. Anywho, what I'm saying is you never know how you represent true love for somebody, right? But there's someone in your life that sees how you represent love. And because they see and they felt that love, there's something about you they'll never forget. So again, if they don't enter your life and live up to this communication and this vulnerability that they need to have and these changes and this consistency that they need to have, then you will be their lesson. You will be their teacher, right? And they will have learned something. And maybe they'll apply it to their life and maybe they won't. But Spirit is saying, it's okay. You just hold on to your cup, right? Your cup of love is for you. And when you are ready to give from the overflow, that's when you give. Not before, not after, but when you're ready. You get what I'm saying? When you're ready. Not before. No one is making you, you know what I'm saying? No one can make you do anything because they feel a certain way. Nope. You don't stand on your own. Stand on your 10. You know what I'm saying? Your requirements, your boundaries. I feel like your person doesn't understand boundaries. I'm going to be quite honest with you. Whoever this is does not really understand boundaries, but they keep going up on a brick wall. Like this, there's a spiritual brick wall that they keep bouncing off of every time they come towards you with the same foolishness. Like spirit's like, like a headbutt, like, you're not ready yet. Stop. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to talk to the collective. No. Imagine like a 6'7" bouncer, you know what I'm saying? That's like damn near 300 pounds, but mostly muscle. And is telling you, holding on to somebody's head like, you're not going nowhere, little man, little sis. You're not going nowhere. Now just turn back around, go get your life together. And then, when you work on your heart and you work on your mind and you're consistent with it and you're not dealing with all those addictions and you're not over there people pleasing and trying to get validation and thinking you gotta flash money and whatever you think you need to do instead of being a real person and vulnerable and learning what love really means. Until you could do those things, leave collective alone because they good where they at. You know what I'm saying? You are spiritually protected. We are. You know what I mean? Well, I will say this before we go. I've learned that when somebody's story is a victimhood and it gets them attention, they keep playing that because it works for them for the most part. If you bite, they'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go for it, they'll just keep doing it because it works. Maybe in the past, maybe something the first thing they said was a sob story and you related to them. You may be trauma bonded a little bit. You know what I'm saying? May not be exactly what you've been through, but a little bit of trauma bonded, right? They'll keep doing that, hoping that it'll keep you hooked. A lot of times that's what people who play the victim do. But when you realize, okay, but that's none of my problem, and as much as I care for you, you got to go deal with that, and you haven't, It don't work no more. They have no other choice but to change or leave you alone. That's it. That's it, and that's all. Just either leave me alone or get your shit together. Period. Mm-hmm. Yep. Go ahead. Wow. I gotta check that out, Lati. You know, Lati, I just ended my camp season, so I'll be back on checking out your lives and stuff. I've been barely doing lives here. I've been so tired. But now I feel like I'm about to catch a second wind and I'm about to get back at it. I'm be on live more, and on top of that, I'm gonna check you out. So if you don't know sis, if you don't follow sis, go on follow Terrace and the Wheat Show, the podcast. That's our sis here. You can see her. She's also a moderator here. She's an excellent reader. She gives great advice. If you would like a personal reading, she does not do personal readings. I do. You can check the description box below. But again, I do live donation readings on Sundays and Thursdays. So again, subscribe to us both. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time. If it's not, welcome back. Again, any like, share, and subscribe is an energetic donation to the channel. And it is much appreciated. All right, y'all. Ha- you do live subscriber readings? Oh, I ain't know that. So you gotta be a subscriber to her channel, or is it that? Wait a minute. How you got that? A member. You do live member readings? Is that what it is? I don't know. Clarify that in the comments. But thank y'all for coming. I'm gonna bid y'all good night. Peace.